Hello everyone, Vito's referred to back again with a second part to my what's on deck for this week because there's lots to talk about. I took off my jacket because I'm getting hot. Anyways, let's look at what's going on outside of Kickstarter. And first of all, as I point out, I did some unboxing videos here on my channel, missing unboxing. There was an issue with my unboxing this week where for some reason this unboxing from Seasons Playing Cards disappeared. It was there, but just the audio, I don't know what happened, but re-uploaded. If you want to see this review on the Magna Carta decks, go to my viewer's choice video, click the link to the survey, and vote. I got a survey. You tell me what you want me to review next week. Coming up this week in reviews on my channel, as per your votes, White Tallyholes was quite popular. Longitude and Latitude decks, Wasteland from King's Wild, the Pip deck, and the Alloy decks from Gamblers. That's what's coming up this week. Next week, you decide again. Who knows what's going to happen there. Let's get into other stuff on outside of Kickstarter. First of all, this, as sort of Kickstarter, it's coming this Tuesday, April the 19th, to Kickstarter from Cellar Window. It is the Don Quixote playing cards. I hope that's how you pronounce it. And they look very nice. I kind of wish this here was the actual back of the cards. It's not. It's black, as you can see down here. Cellar Window, they previously put out the Fuego decks, in case you aren't aware of them or missed out. They were pretty nice. And these ones look very nice as well. Black backs and faces. And this is just Volume 1. So yes, Tuesday, April 19th on Kickstarter. No idea what time. Next up, Icons Sacred Edition coming this Tuesday as well from Lowtrek, HalfMoonPlayingCards.com, soon to be Elf Playing Cards. And this is the Sacred Edition. Very nice tuck case and cards. I'm guessing this is going to be like 70 or 80 bucks, 30 or 40 bucks, whatever. It's not going to be cheap. Crap. The idea is that it's got gold metallic ink on the faces, gold and silver metallic on the back, and an intricate tuck case was amazingly stamped on two-sided color metallic stock, pushing the limits of detailed foiling. 600 numbered decks will be available out of the 700 produced, and it will never be reprinted, theoretically. There's technically very demanding, and he decided to sacrifice these decks before going to the press for his Imperial Edition final print. It was produced in order to test out his new printer's efficiency and also to experiment with various production aspects, cutting methods, from cutting methods to metallic inks, and etc., etc. He uses his own varnishing formula, which is apparently sensitive to rubbing and should be handled with care. So there is a bit of a risk using this card because they could get damaged pretty easily. And they won't be cheap. I still don't quite understand why you would produce 600 or 700 decks in this case to test out a printing method and whatnot. Why on earth would you do that? Why not just print a brick or 50 decks or maybe 100? Why 700 decks? That seems like it's excessive. I think you can pretty much test out something with several decks. A brick's worth of decks maybe. 20 or 30 decks. You don't need 700 decks to test out something. That just is excessive. To further add to things, obviously, he's got 2 projects that are overdue on Kickstarter. One of them, the Grotesque with the Black Mask decks. And the other one, the Icons deck. Which I'm not getting because it was like 80 bucks for a deck. It's like, hell with that. Or maybe even more. Might have been 100. Just because it's all, foiled and everything. Which is fine, I understand that, but I already have the Venexia and a gold. Did not feel like spending the money on another deck that was the same, or similar. And I don't think I'm going to spend the money on this either. Yeah, especially given my current situation where I'm not currently employed as of yet. It really depends on the price. Although they will sell, and they will sell fast, I'm sure of it. I don't know what time. Does it say what time? But the fact that he's working on other stuff and he hasn't even completed these other two projects is a bit questionable. Just a little bit. Anyways, moving along. Next up, Hellions from Daniel Madison. They may or may not be available to members right now. I'm not sure because I'm not a member. But I'm sure it'll be available soon enough. I don't know what the faces look like, but the backs look pretty nice. He's still got his logo in there, but he's got a nice back design. Lots of details in there. Speaking of which, I've seen he's got a new logo. I hope that doesn't mean he's going to be redoing every single deck with a new logo on it, because that would be excessive. And then there's this, Madison Blanks. Apparently it's not just a bad joke. Apparently you can actually get these. It's a freaking blank deck. I don't know how much they're charging for them, but it's ridiculous. And apparently it has UV. I don't even know how there's UV on a deck like this. As you can see, it says, because I'm better than you. So basically, he thinks he's better than everyone who is a customer of Illusionist, and he's got such a big ego. It's ridiculous. It's a slap in the face. It's completely unnecessary to do this. Go buy blank decks from Magic Shop for a lot less money, I'm guessing. Next up, Memento Mori from Roman Kotiv, coming soon. There's been a bit of drama regarding this. It should be launching soon. I don't know when exactly. I think I mentioned it last week, but a bit of drama because of this. Oh, where is it? That was an eventful. Because of this deck coming soon from Chris Ramsey, which is also a Memento Mori deck. The problem is, Chris Ramsey went on Facebook with a whole big tirade. He also went on Twitter and probably Instagram. And basically it's like, he stole my name. Really? Grow the hell up. I mean, be a mature freaking adult, because you are an adult. If you got a problem with the name, don't go on Facebook and post a comment, or Twitter and post a comment whining and acting like a baby. Contact Roman Kotiv and tell him, hey, I got a deck that's coming out that has the same name. We need to do something about this. Deal with it. Communicate. Fix it. Instead, he blocked Roman Kotiv. He blocked me because I made a deal about his attitude. And instead of resolving issues, he's just acting like a baby, looking like an idiot, and inadvertently advertising Roman Kotiv's deck as well. So this is the one from Chris Ramsey. It's pretty interesting in the quote cards. Fairly standard, but custom at the same time. Not so how I feel about the back design. There's another image. And apparently, it's going to be through Murphy's Magic. They were not too happy about this. They told me I wasn't allowed to share this picture. So there you go. So he shares it anyway. And Murphy's Magic is like, take this down. He's like, no. F you. Seriously? So mature. But anyways, this one here is coming to the Kickstarter. It's now Memento Mori Collection to try to avoid confusion. Two decks. I think I mentioned it last week. There's the Carpe Diem. And very nice, completely custom, completely different than Chris Ramsey's deck. And then there's the Vanitas, which means emptiness, which is just pretty much a different color. Again, it's just completely uncalled for, unnecessary for Chris to make a post saying that he's stole the name and whatever, and he probably wasn't even aware of Chris's deck, and instead of communicating with him, he acts like an idiot. Anyways, enough of that drama. Let's move on to something else. Saturns, red Saturns. Crap, there was my microphone. Good thing I'm not using it. The red Saturns is now available on Illusionist.com. And apparently they also have a new version of the Blood Kings. I'm not entirely sure what's up with that. But, really? So Illusionist is... This is what Illusionist has done lately. So far this year, they have not released one single brand new deck. I'm pretty certain Keeper was from last year. I could be wrong. Maybe Keeper was from this year, but pretty much nothing new. Possibly a new version of Blood Kings. They're selling a Kickstarter deck, the Red Saturns. They've released Prohibition decks individually. I think some of them have sold out. Um, Madison Blanks. I mean, really, this is the best effort they can put forth. It's ridiculous. It's no wonder the Black Club membership is dying and floundering and all that crap. Anyways, move on. I wanted to mention this. Bicycle Gold Member Project. USBC is doing something for gold members. Any gold member that participates in this whole process will get a free new gold member deck. Or new 808 members deck, anyway. And it's only for gold members that can get the deck free. All you have to do is participate. There was a opportunity to submit a theme idea for a deck. Now, there was voting on 3 potential themes. They were astronomy, a medieval and night theme, and a Hollywood Art Deco theme. Nobody was really interested in Hollywood Art Deco. Astronomy beat out the medieval theme by 1 vote, apparently, which is not very much. And now, next up, they're going to be designing some artwork, Ace of Spades, maybe Jokers and court cards and back design, and then the members will get to vote on that. The artist is this person here, Georgia. Georgia Young. I thought that's what it was. Yeah, so they'll be able to vote on Ace of Spades between May 9 to 12. The back design between May 18 to 22nd. And the pips between May 27 to 31st. And then obviously going to go into finalizing and getting produced probably over the summer. It's great. I think it's an awesome idea to here you see theme voting. It's an awesome idea to engage members and give them a reward and whatnot. Illusionists ever do anything like this? Absolutely not. And look where their membership is. Alright, next up, I want to mention this quickly. Conjuring Arts released some of these Matthias Butchinger decks from Ricky J. 2 decks. This one and this one. One of them is called the Fruit deck, and the other one, I forget. They sold them the other day. They released them, and they've sold out. It was they previously released this. Oh, perfect. Something else I want to mention to you. They previously released this whole set with this book that was all by Ricky J. Last year. It's got the date of 2016, or maybe it was early this year, whatever it was. It was $79 plus shipping. I was like, no. I was going to get it, but then it's like, no, it's not really worth it. I don't care for the book. And I'm glad I waited because they released the decks, very limited amount, and I was able to get them. And look forward to reviewing that soon. There they are. The other thing I want to mention from Conjuring Arts is the Robusto Classic Reserve. It is $25 each, but they are available once again on their website, as well as the Robusto Classic and the Classic Back Readers and all the other decks. Here they are, the Fruit deck and the Wig deck. Interesting. Next up, Dan and Dave have teased this, a new deck. It is a new vintage plaid deck. They're making a return. I don't know if it's going to be a different back design, different color, if it's going to be the same back design. It does have a new Ace of Spades. It's sucking you right in. Oh, look, it's brand new Ace of Spades. Damn, gotta get it. So, I'll be getting them, obviously. But, I don't know if it's just going to be 1, if it's going to be 2. We'll have to wait and see. See if there's any other teases. By the way, here's you see the new Carter's Tucon decks. I'll just get that later. It's on Kickstarter right now, but I'm not thrilled with that whole concept. whatever. A couple more things to talk about very quickly. First of all, this is apparently the new Spring and Summer Verts deck. It is borderless. And I'm like, huh? Really? I'm not sure I'm a big fan of this. I don't necessarily think that's the best. That this is the best back design to have in a borderless pattern. I would prefer it so much if it actually had borders. Because you can see it's just, I don't know. This is not the type of back design that I want to see borderless. Just me personally. And one more thing. Third Way has teased a new deck, Dedalo. Looks very nice. I don't know if it's supposed to be another version of the Omnia, if it's something completely different. But I guess it's different because it's Dedalo, it's not Omnia. Looks very nice. And I look forward to it. It's their anniversary. It's also Giovanni's birthday. And this is when they've teased his previous Omnia decks. Dedalo. And there's a Roman numeral date here. There's 6, 2016, so it's coming in May 2016. Yeah, I figured it out. Yeah. You can subscribe to find out more and wait for a message from the Oracle if you want. Anyway, that's what's going on in playing cards. That was a lot. I had to break it down to 2 videos. I don't think I missed anything. Anyway, that is that. Make sure to check out my channel. Awesome reviews coming this week by popular demand. Tally hole, white tally holes, latitude and longitude, wasteland, Pith deck, and the alloy. And make sure you get your votes in my survey what you want to see reviewed next week. And then maybe I'll do it again the week after. We'll see. Anyways, that is that. See you next time.